This is your Friday morning update. Hey everybody, I'm meteorologist Jason Mikell, joined by executive producer Terry Eliasen. We have some updates to talk about. Obviously, you heard about our winter storm coming in, and today is going to be day one of starting to see those effects.
Yeah, here we go. The Arctic blast is literally on its way into our backyards, and from there it all goes downhill this weekend. So we got just the rare combination of a major Arctic outbreak with a major winter storm, something we have not seen in years, both of which really we haven't seen in years. And we're now talking about just about everyone getting a foot or more. Wow, look at that. Look at the watches and warnings extending for 2,000 plus miles.
It is crazy across more than 24 states here. We're talking about winter weather alerts in effect and also extreme cold alerts also in effect as well. Boston is getting in on both of those scenarios. Again, you saw our next weather alert geared towards an Arctic outbreak of cold air along with accumulating snow showers as well. Look at this. These are current temperatures across the northern tier of the country. Sub-zero wind chills and also sub-zero air temperatures. Coming down from northern Canada.
These are actual air temperatures right now. We're looking at, look at that, in parts of the upper Midwest, 16, 18 below. Forget about it up in Canada, 20, 30, 40 below zero. Air temperatures, again, just pure Arctic stuff here. And the wind chills are really off the charts here. I had to actually change the color table because it wasn't even registering.
It wasn't even registering, no.
So now, again, we're not predicting 40, 50 negative wind chills here, but a piece of that is definitely going to break off, and it's on its way here now, and your temperatures are going to plunge later this afternoon and tonight.
It almost doesn't even look as if we have a winter storm coming today. It is beautiful outside. Temperatures in the mid to upper 20s right now, expected to top out around the freezing mark later today. But friends, the first sign of our winter storm arriving is going to be this outbreak of cold air arriving after the Arctic front later on this evening. We're talking about wind chills low as -20 in the city as we wake up for tomorrow morning. It begins to take effect later on into the evening and certainly the overnight. Friday night, again tonight, around 9 p.m., it feels like -3.
Boy, imagine going out for dinner and being hit by that.
I mean, your steak is going to be frozen over. And even tomorrow morning, friends, for an early morning run, if you're used to doing that, or maybe even having a morning cup of joe there while you're walking the dog, this is what you're going to be expecting. Around 6, 7 a.m., feels like nearly -20 and -25, and it really doesn't improve too much more even as we go throughout Saturday evening. Still, Saturday is going to be a lovely day. Sunshine.
If you're inside.
Dominant high pressure in control there. It's going to be a great streaming day inside before our winter storm watch begins Sunday morning.
Yeah, so these are winter storm watches. Undoubtedly will be converted to winter storm warnings either later today or tomorrow. That's just sort of a formality for the National Weather Service. Just as we get closer to the event, that will happen. Let's take you through the Futurecast timeline here. Really, I got several stops along the way because obviously everybody's wondering when does it start. Everyone's got, folks got plans Sunday morning, or they're going to a Pat's party, or everybody's got something going on, right? So this is what we think is going to happen. Basically, during the morning, mid to late morning, the snow is going to come up from the south and then basically encompass the whole area, so that by posit specifically here at 3 o'clock, the start of the Pats game, and so there's no doubt it'll be snowing everywhere by then.
Absolutely, it's going to be snowing by then. Okay, so let's take this weather story from Saturday. We're talking about the Arctic cold. We're talking about Sunday morning now. I will stop here and say I have been guilty of going to the grocery store on Sunday myself. It is a zoo. So today and tomorrow will be the best times to prepare to make sure you have your essentials. Because by Sunday morning, not only will it be extremely cold, but if you have a planned party, specifically for the Pats game on Sunday, you don't want to be venturing out, okay? Because once the snow starts, it is not going to stop. As Terry mentioned, it's coming in from the south, which is actually going to be pretty key because by Monday, the snow is going to be coming from a different direction and temperatures are going to be following suit with that change in direction.
Yeah, so my wife did the grocery shopping this morning. I said, you know what, we could do it tomorrow, but do we really want to venture out in 20 below temperatures? So honestly, I bet you the market baskets, the supermarket chains around the area today, to me, seems like just you're having all these crossroads, a Patriots game, a snowstorm, major cold, put it all together, and it's going to kind of crazy, I bet you, at the grocery stores today.
Oh, yeah. WBZ is going to be busy this upcoming weekend.
Flipping ahead now, this is just post-Patriots game. You can see we're still in the thick of it. In fact, we're probably entering the peak of the storm at this point. So in my mind, if you're traveling far, you may want to rethink that for the Pats game. To maybe have a nice little cozy watch party at home or something in the neighborhood, because coming home after 7 p.m. really could be quite treacherous.
And I would also say, too, because the snow is going to become even more steady and also heavier and more intense, visibility is going to drop way down in the evening, certainly past the game on Sunday evening. Just make sure that you have a way of even watching the game, okay? And make sure this guy here is fully charged up. Make sure that you have batteries in case there are power outages. And also make sure that you have a plan in place in the event that you start to lose power, because power is obviously going to be suffering from a storm like this.
Yeah, and if you are driving, keep in mind, make sure the car is prepared, right? You want to have, make sure you get the phone charged in the car, have maybe a warm blanket, all these things that you haven't really had to think about for years.
Right. Tire pressure.
If you're driving far, which we don't recommend Sunday, it is important to be prepared on the road and in your house. Now, as we get towards Monday morning, you can see the lighter shades. Basically, the snow becomes lighter, more spotty, but there could be a few bands left over, and you'll notice that keeps going. This thing is not over by a long shot on Monday morning.
Now we got snow coming in from the west now. This is Monday afternoon.
So the storm is literally passing by, and we're getting the back end of this thing. So winds are going to be veering to the north, and now we've got sort of some leftover snow bands, and it could be that right at the coastline towards the end of the day, we could, this happened back in 2003, a long time ago. I'm dating myself, but President's Day storm, everyone sort of thought, okay, it's over. Boston got a last-minute snow band and got something like 3 to 6 inches at the very end of the storm, which ended up making it the snowiest on record. But not to say that's going to happen here, but I do think we could see snow of some varying degree through like 11 p.m. Monday night.
And right before you mentioned that, Terry, I'm not sure if people saw that. That was Monday night at 11.
11 o'clock.
Okay, and this is past the time where schools are going to be making the sort of kind of calls for closures on Tuesday as well. So again, Monday is pretty much shot, okay? Most of Sunday is going to be shot, but look at the snow timeline. The intensity is going to be occurring in the afternoon on Sunday, continuing throughout the overnight, spilling over past the morning, what would be considered the morning rush on Monday through at least midday. And again, the final tail end of the storm begins to pull away by Monday evening, with, again, the effects possibly spilling over into early Tuesday. So travel impacts, we got a solid 24-hour period pretty much, with high to severe impacts on the roadways. Yeah, and
we'll see how the road crews are usually pretty good here. We'll see how good they do. Monday, it's just going to be kind of like, let's, take our time, let's let them clear the roads. And again, they can't completely just clear it because it's still snowing out. But again, not as coming down as hard as it was during the nighttime on Sunday. Our confidence is definitely increasing. 3 inches, yep. 6, yep. Most likely everybody's in the 12. There's a high confidence in that. Once we get towards the 18 and 24 inch totals, those might be more spotty, so we can't confidently say that, yes, you are going to get them. But nonetheless, we are fairly confident in that range of, say, 12 to 20 inches, and there's our map.
And you know what? Think about this, too, Steve, if you can come back to us here at the desk. So you see the snow forecast that we have up on the map here, 12 to 20 inches, and then the Cape and the Islands 6 to 12. Think about this here for a few minutes. We already have pretty much 4 to 5 inches on the ground. Areas in Worcester a couple mornings ago got around 4 to 4.5 inches. Now we're getting towards that frozen tundra-like feel there with sub-zero wind chills. You're going to have a solid barrier that is completely frozen over by the time this storm starts. So you're going to be adding already on a block that is already securely on the ground another 1 to 1.5 feet of snow. We got some issues there.
And oh, by the way, it's not warming up after the storm. Next week, we may stay below freezing almost the entire week next week. So whatever you get, it's sticking around. I guess if you're a skier, you're happy about that, but maybe you're not so happy about that in your driveway or your lawn. But a few different factors we're considering with regards to the snow accumulation. Obviously, the Cape and the Islands is a major factor because of that mixing. We do feel the fluff factor is going to be a thing here. So the farther north and west you are, the colder the temperatures, the bigger bigger the fluff potential. So what we did here is highlight just a couple potential areas. If there were to be more than 20 inches somewhere, couple thoughts here. One, right along the coastline, often late in the storm, there can be bands of snow that form with a little bit of ocean enhancement as the winds sort of veer northeast and northerly. So we have to watch the North Shore down through Boston, the South Shore there, and also the classic area, northern Worcester County, the hilly areas, the elevated areas. If there were to be up to 2 feet somewhere, those would be sort of my two picks. But it all depends how things develop during the storm.
Yeah, and also remember construction zones too. I mean, a lot of equipment is going to be in certain areas. The crews are going to have them parked there to make sure that they're safely outside, where crews can get through and also plow and clear to allow for at least a very minimal emergency route of traffic. Just make note of some of those areas in your neighborhoods or some of those areas that you're normally traveling here. Like, oh, I know they are usually having equipment kind of standing there, or this is an active construction zone, because those zones are going to become very important corridors there. So make sure that you have the neighborhood alerts so you know where emergency routes cannot have any standing parking on it for crews to clean and also clear, and also salt and treat the roadways as well.
Yeah, so this gives you an idea of what we're expecting sort of hour by hour for what you'll see on the ground. So again, by the end of the Pats game, by 7 or 8 o'clock, we think everyone's in the 3 to 6. By midnight, 8 to 12. And then, of course, by Monday morning, we start getting up towards the actual forecast totals. And we add on probably 3, 4, 5 inches during the day Monday. So definitely the peak, the heaviest, is by far Sunday, late afternoon through the early morning hours of Monday. But again, it does keep going. And lastly, not least, we know the fluff factor. So this will be a very light, fluffy snow for almost everybody, not on the South Coast and the Cape. So good news, it is easy to move around, and it doesn't necessarily stick to the wires and the trees as much, so the power outage threat isn't as high as it would be if this was a pasty, wet, heavy snow.
I know, kind of like we had earlier in the week. But remember, it's not going anywhere. Snow machine will be turning off Monday night, but the fluff factor will continue, and of course we can expect those blustery winds to also kick it around as well. Sunday into Monday, potential storm impacts. Obviously, again, a high probability of snow accumulating for the region. That is a guarantee. Travel to be impacted. That's also guaranteed. Less of a threat of wind here, friends. Okay, let's talk about this here quickly, because normally you get a sort of a typical nor'easter, 40, 50, 60 mile per hour gusts here. That's not necessarily going to be the case here. 35 to 40 pretty much has a high probability of continuing between Sunday and Monday. This is Monday at 6. Still expecting around a 20 to 25 mile per hour gust. And again, notice the winds changing, rotating out from the north to the south. That is the storm slowly beginning to pull away, but those gusty winds are still likely to be anywhere between 10 and 20 miles per hour. So again, a good solid 3 days of being in our next weather alert, around 30 degrees today. Today is going to be the warmest, unfortunately, of the next 7. Snow is turning off by Monday night as we wake up on Tuesday morning, still in the lower single digits for air temperatures. Meanwhile, afternoon highs, teens and lower 20s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yeah, so very important you stay tuned. Big updates coming in the next 24 hours. And, of course, over the weekend, our entire weather team will be here. Eric's flying back from Colorado. Jason's planning on being here Sunday morning. We're all on it, online, on TV, obviously, and I'm just updating the blog. So make sure you stay safe and definitely stay tuned.
See you later.